Thankfully, it really doesn't look like we're going to go that long without some rain, at least in the forecast. Some chances looking at next week and right around Halloween when it tends to get a little bit cooler. So we'll look at that here in just a second. But some spooky scenes because of that recent rain we've seen in and around Aurora. You're just looking at not too long ago. And it comes as no surprise, some denser fog forming from a lot more rain seen in that area, about 3/4 of an inch. But look at Hastings, York, even up toward Lincoln, seeing about 1/2 an inch of rain over the last 24 hours. So some welcome rain at that. Those rainfall totals did drop off a bit more as we got further across eastern Nebraska and Omaha, Nebraska City. We were kind of expecting that. This was some heavier rainfall due to the thunderstorms that developed through that area yesterday afternoon and then again into the evening hours. So a couple rounds of rain producing some much needed rain. But we know that that rain isn't going to do much in putting a dent in the drought. We could use a lot more rains like that through the end of October and through much of November before we can get to the S word and some snow, maybe picking up on some beneficial moisture. But that moisture is still out there and seen in the form of some damp streets along North 48th and Cornhusker Highway. But clouds have since cleared out, so temperatures are dropping, and hence why we're also seeing some fog formation. 43 degrees in Aurora, lower 40s in Grand Island as well, but still in and around 50 here in Lincoln and milder closer to the Missouri River here this morning. But you'll notice the patch of cooler air as temperatures fall into the lower 40s and around Broken Bow as well. The colder temperature, though, in northwest Nebraska and Chadron, kind of the exception. But a lot of us in central Nebraska running about 15, if not 20 degrees colder than yesterday, and light winds allowing some of that fog to form. In fact, Columbus dipping down to about a 1/2 mile visibility, Norfolk around a 1/4 mile visibility. So these visibilities are kind of fluctuating because of the patch areas of fog and some cooling temperatures still. So keep that in mind. If you've got to travel west or even north of Lincoln, some of that commute, you may encounter some of that fog here early on. But we're on the back side of the system. You may notice a little spin to it as some rain kind of fizzled out across Iowa. We are going to see some sinking motion on the back side of the system, which will keep some fairly clear skies into this afternoon. And speaking of sinking, watch this cold front sink from north to south throughout the day today and into tonight. That'll result in some more cloud cover overnight. Not too much rain. We'll actually have dry air kind of come back into play. So maybe a few sprinkles we'll see into early Wednesday, but we will start out with some more cloud cover Wednesday morning, which will limit temperatures tomorrow. But in the meantime, 80 degrees again today and above average. Will continue to dry out, but only a high of 67 tomorrow with some morning cloud cover. And following that cold front, will rebound again on Thursday and then drop again to the 60s after another front into Friday. And the weekend looks good for the Good Life Halvesy on Sunday. So weather will stay dry through then.